Hello. Today I'll be going over the half-angle formulas for sine, cosine, and tangent. First up is the half-angle formula for sine. Take a moment to pause the video and write down this equation for future reference. The example that we'll be using today is to find the sine of x over 2 if sine of x is equal to 3 over 5. The angles denote which quadrant our answer will be in. Thus, we are in the first quadrant and all values are positive. In order to find cosine, we must use x squared plus y squared equals r squared. We already have our y and our r, so plugging this into the equation, we get x squared plus y, which is 3 squared, equals 25, which is 5 squared. In order to get our x squared, we subtract 9 from 25 and get 16. From there, we take the square root of x squared and 16, thus giving us x is equal to 4. From here, we will use our half-angle formula for sine. Plugging in our value of cosine, which is 4 over 5, we get the square root of 1 minus 4 over 5 divided by 2. To simplify this down, we find a common denominator, which is 5, and do the square root of 5 over 5 minus 4 over 5 divided by 2. This will give us 1 over 5 divided by 2. But when dividing fractions, you flip the denominator and multiply that by the numerator, thus giving us the square root of 1 over 5 times 1 over 2. That will give us the square root of 1 over 10, but because the square root of 1 is 1, we simplify it down to 1 over the square root of 10. Because we can't have any square roots in our denominator, we thus multiply our fraction by the square root in the denominator. So 1 over the square root of 10 times the square root of 10 over the square root of 10 is equal to the square root of 10 over 10. Next up is the formula for cosine. Take a minute to pause this video and write down this formula for future reference. Expanding on this same example, we will now be using our previously found values to determine the half-angle formula for cosine. So sine of x is equal to 3 over 5 and cosine of x is equal to 4 over 5. From here, we will use the half-angle formula for cosine and plug in our values. We will get the square root of 1 plus our cosine of x, which is 4 over 5, divided by 2. Again, finding a common denominator, we will add 5 over 5, which replaces 1, plus 4 over 5, to give us 9 over 5 divided by 2. And we will be finding the square root of that. Again, when dividing by fractions, you flip the denominator and multiply by the numerator, giving us the square root of 9 over 5 times 1/2, which is equal to the square root of 9 over 10. When finding the square root, you can find the individual square root of both the numerator and the denominator. Because the square root of 9 is equal to 3, we can have 3 over the square root of 10. But again, we can't have a square root in our denominator, so we must multiply by the square root of 10 over the square root of 10 to get 3 times the square root of 10 over 10 as our half-angle value for cosine. Next up is the half-angle formula for tangent. Take a moment to pause the video and write this down. Again, expanding on this example, we will be using our previously found sine and cosine values to find the tangent of our half angle. So sine of x is equal to 3 over 5 and cosine of x is equal to 4 over 5. We will be using both of these values in attempting to find the tangent of our half angle. Plugging these in, we have 3 over 5 divided by 1 plus 4 over 5. Simplifying this down, we have to find the common denominator, which is 5, and adding 1 plus 4 over 5. Thus we get 5 over 5 plus 4 over 5 equals 9 over 5, leaving us with 3 over 5 divided by 9 over 5. Again, when dividing by fractions, you must flip the denominator and multiply by the numerator, giving us 3 over 5 times 5 over 9 is equal to 15 over 45. We can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 15, leaving us with 1 over 3 as our tangent value for the half angle. Thanks for watching.